Hey, come on in, y'all. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Type in the chat. We're going live right now. Hey, come on in, babies. Come on in. I ain't talking to you, Penny girl. My pooch think I'm talking to her. Here she come. She was all settled in her bed, chilling after a good nap. Come on, let's say hi to the people. Come here, Penny. Come here. Hey, y'all. Look, here's my Penny girl. Penny girl was resting. She had been outside and stuff already, and she heard me talking, and she real shit. She got a serious attitude. So y'all come on in. Let me know. Type something. Let me know you in the chat. I hope this thing ain't said in broadcast. I'm hoping that I'm live. Let me go look and see. I think it looks like I am. Yeah, it say I'm live. Say hey, Penny. Say hey. Tell the people hey. Tell the people, hey, she's so shitty. But this is my girl. Sky's in there. You see Penny? Hey, Lovelace. You see Penny? That's my Penny girl. She is bad too. She's so bad and makes so much noise. She's a little noise maker. If you hear her bark, you think she's here come the other one now. Here come Sky. She's so big. She fat and she heavy and she gonna want to get up here too. Dang on it. But I ain't gonna let her get up. You got to get down and go play. You got to get down and go play. Did you hear what I said, girl? You sleepy? Mama girl sleepy? Huh? Sky, you gonna knock the camera and stuff over. You want them to see you too? Okay. Penny, you gotta get down. It's Sky's turn. Tell everybody bye. Look at the camera. Say bye. Say you see them later. Come here, fat. Let me pick you up. Let me let them see you. Come here. Come here, girl. You coming? I'm gonna slide this back so I can pick this fat thing up. Come over here, baby. Come here. Come here, fat. Come here. Oh my gosh. You gonna knock shit over. Oh, here go my fat girl right here. Say hey to the people, Sky. Say hey. Say hey, Sky. How y'all doing? Hey, Matthews. Yeah, there you baby. Hey, I'm here. I'm here, Matthews. This Sky right here, y'all don't get to see her that much because she's so lazy and she like to just chill and rest. But these are my babies right here. I don't know what I do without my pooches. I love them so much and they love mommy. And look, y'all know I made that cornbread. Mama made that spoon bread yesterday, and I fried some fish. And they had fish last night for dinner. And Sky smell it in her skin. I can still smell it. You need to be sprayed, girl. Get down. Get down. And she's shedding something terrible. I don't even know why she's shedding. It might be the shampoo that I changed because she had a different type of shampoo. Okay, let me look here. So I hope y'all having a good day. Hey y'all, you know what? I really need to wash my hands because I don't like dealing with the dogs without washing my hands. I'm kind of like a germaphobe. So can y'all just hang on a quick second so I can go wash my hands after picking them up? Ugh. I mean, they clean and everything, but I'm just like, I put my hands in my face and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want to have my hands in my face after I don't pick them up. Okay, so hang on one quick second. Be right back. Wait a minute, girl. No more treats. No more treats. No more treats. No. No more treats. Okay, I'm coming, girl. No, you can't have nothing right now. No, you can't have it. No, you can't have anything. Here I come. Here I come. I'm still here. Thanks for holding on, y'all. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. I know I will wash my hands. Sorry, guys. I had to go wash my hands after picking them up. Okay, so how is everybody doing? Welcome in. Let me see what y'all saying in here. Hey, Valentina, how you doing, darling? I see you, Matthews. I see you. Who else we have here? Hey, Lovelace. I see you. I see you. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna do this thing today. I'm on stream, y'all. Today I'm a trip, ain't it? Yeah. I had to go back and watch the other live that I did. The first one when I was trying to do it the first time. Sky, you gotta move, baby. Move, girl. She coming through here like she gonna knock something over. But anyway, so look, so what y'all doing today? What y'all been doing? Y'all been showing off? Y'all been getting things being productive? What y'all been doing today? Oh, you have three noise makers. Oh, what kind of pooches do you have, Valentina? What kind are they? They're probably small because the small ones love to make all that noise. They so bad, busy and bad. She messing with her toys now. But look, Something I was gonna say, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Dang it all, getting thrown off track. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna drop this link today, and y'all get to come up here and ask me any questions that you want to ask me about anything. And look, I got on these big glasses, but I still have my other ones right here too. Y'all can ask me any questions y'all want to ask me about anything. Any questions you want. Okay, so me going back, I told you, look at that live that I did, the very first live stream I did way back. It was so funny. I watched that thing. That's what made me a few minutes late. So I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna try to do it and see if that'll work. I was gonna wait till some people come in, but we ain't gonna do all of that. Wait, what you said, Matthews? Wait. Oh, I'm your baby. Oh, Matthews, you a trip. You my baby too, boo. Come on. I'm gonna put y'all up in here so y'all can tell me, talk to me, and we can just chit chat. Okay, but look, I don't have to tell y'all this because I know everybody over here grown. We're gonna have a peaceful, respectful conversation, okay? And so you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. You show your ass on me, I'm gonna show you my ass on you, and then I'm gonna drop your ass down. All right? So come on to yo. All right, I'm so supposed to push. I'm supposed to go over here. Oh, you driving? That's okay, Lovelace. That's all right. Oh, you have Chihuahuas. Yeah, them Chihuahuas and a Dutch Hound. Oh yeah, and you know them Dutch Hounds. They like to hunt, so it's hard to keep them. I had a Beagle years and years and years ago, and it was hard. Her name was Patches. It was hard to keep her in the backyard or confined. She liked to hunt, so I had to wind up, and it broke my heart. I had to wind up giving her away, Valentina, to this guy that did hunting. He had like 17 of the dogs, like my Patches, those hounds, and she lived a long time. Here, okay, so I'm gonna drop the link. I think I'm gonna do it right. I think I'm doing it right. I'm supposed to push Control V. That's what they told me. Oh shit! Oh y'all, let me see if I can do it now. I went into. I'm supposed to go over to the chat. I told you I was looking at the last one. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, I'm supposed to hit invite, and then I'm supposed to copy. And then I'm supposed to go to the chat in the corner, and then I'm supposed to push. Yeah, I'm saying it out loud because I'm just trying to talk to myself. I learned like that. I got it now. God dog it all. I got it. I just dropped it, y'all. I just dropped it. Hey, say go, yo, thoughts, go, yo, thoughts, go. Say it, y'all. Say it. I got it now. Okay, come on, come on. Hit the link. Who gonna do it? I got this cheap water because I ran out of my good water. I'm about to die of thirst. Who would drop the link to ask me any question? We'll just talk. I'm waiting. Y'all all scared. Don't be shy. Y'all let me know if y'all see the link in the chat too. See if you see it. Oh, and I'm supposed to go in here. Okay, after I drop it, I'm supposed to go. Let me see. Do I supposed to change this right here? If I hit remove me, ooh, I'm back. I'm back. Ooh, I hit the wrong thing. I put remove, but I was trying to see is anybody in here? So how would I know if y'all in? I hit invite. Uh, let me see. Oh, y'all, I hit invite and I don't see nobody else. Can somebody hit the link to see if I did that thing right? Because all I see on here is me, and I also see me waiting down here in the that gym in the damn studio part. So let me see. And if I hit leave studio, that'll mess everybody up. Lesson has been learned. Yes. I better not hit that no more. Hit the daggone link on somebody so I can see. Let me see. Let me just slide up here and make sure it's still here. Do I need to drop it again? Let's see. Let me see. Oh, because I still see I see it in the chat, but I need to drop it again so y'all can see. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna drop it again. Invite. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna drop it one more time and see. Okay, I said copy. Okay. It said it's copied. And I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna see if it'll do it. There it go again. The last one I saw when I did that very first live stream and I on this thing right here, somebody was waiting in the back. It was one of the girls waiting in the back, and I didn't even know she was there. I couldn't even see her. So I'm trying to see. Y'all let me know. Did anybody hit the link? Let me see, because I can't tell. All I see is me. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. Y'all ain't paying me no attention. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see nobody but me. I guess y'all don't have nothing to say. Y'all just come over here, look at me, and ain't got nothing to say. Y'all ain't got nothing to ask me. Okay, I see you, Matthews. I can see you. Okay, so I'm gonna add you and see if it happened. There you go. Hey, Matthews, I see you.
Hey, Miss Lady.
Hey, I can hear you. I can finally hear you good. That just go that live stream the other day. That phone was a trip. It kept on doing crazy stuff.
You hit the or you post the link too soon. I was planning on doing some funny stuff, but you caught
Oh,
you caught me
you.
slipping. Like you caught Mama slipping that one day. You caught me slipping right there.
Oh yeah, mama. Yeah, mama was a trip. Mama was kickback, boy. She was really chilling at the house, and she gets so mad when I always be recording and stuff like that and catch her off guard. She be like, "No,
But
you just because you so loose goosey. She ain't loose goosey.
how is Mama though?
Mama's 79. She'll be 80 this June the
No,
6th
how
coming up.
is she? How is she?
Oh, she's doing good. She's doing good. She been running some errands this morning, and I was with her earlier today. But I told her I had this live stream to do. She was like, "Girl, carry on," because she know me.
Yeah, it's
So how you
crazy.
doing?
I'm doing good, man. Oh, I'm just chilling with my friend back here, just chilling.
Hey, oh, so you can do
Yeah.
my, you can do that, Matthews. You can get it. Oh, do it again, Matthews. Let me see.
It's you.
Oh, you got me on that on top. Oh, well, that's crazy. So Matthews, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. I do.
You do?
Yep.
So do it. Is it entitled? Is it what's your channel handle?
It's just my profile name is Matthew Silly AF.
I'm going to subscribe to you. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. So what you be
Please
talking
do.
about?
Video games and sometimes not video games.
So what do you have? Like what kind of topics do you talk about? I know
Oh
you're supposed to
no, I
ask.
don't. I don't. No, I don't do random topics. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I'll do random topics, but it won't be just me talking. If I'm doing a live, I'm posting a link. I want all my lives to be about us.
Yeah, yeah, right. All
Yeah,
about us. That's
so
me. That's me.
I mean,
Yeah.
I might the title might be something, but I guarantee we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
everything else. I
That's
mean,
cool. That's what I like.
I may or may not have made a tutorial or
Hmm.
two on how to do some things you probably shouldn't do. But
Oh, you talking about for over live streams or what you mean a tutorial things that you shouldn't do? For what?
yeah,
Like
just check out the channel sometime. You might.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. When I finish this last week, I'm gonna go over there and check out your channel. So you like playing games? So you that type of nigga? You a nigga
Yeah.
that like playing games, huh?
Well, I
Hmm.
got children, so
Oh,
that I
okay,
got
all
to
right.
keep. That's my excuse. I got to keep.
Oh, yeah, okay. But you probably don't even share the joysticks.
Man, oh my. Okay, so when the kids were younger, I remember thinking this is gonna be crazy fun. One day I'm gonna be playing video games with my
Right.
kids. It's gonna be so much fun. We gonna yeah,
Uh huh.
man.
They wear
No,
you out, don't they?
no. Not only did they not want me to play, but they wanted me to buy them more stuff and then not play. Still, I'm like,
Wow,
dang, dog.
that could be really expensive. Those games and stuff. You
Oh my
know.
gosh.
Yeah. Well, you need to go back to old school and show them the games we used to play, like hide
Well,
and seek and all them
well,
kind of
well.
games.
I'm glad you said that, yo, because I'm what I need to do is start making tutorials on how to fix electronics because that's what I started doing. I had so many things start breaking, like iPhones,
Uh huh.
Androids. I can fix those screens. I need to start doing those tutorials. How to
Uh huh.
fix Nintendos. I've done those, but
Uh huh. Yeah, I was just looking at the chat on the side. I see people are coming in. Hey, everybody that's coming in joining me. I hope you're having a great day so far. You
yeah,
this live screen. I have Matthews up here, and we just kicking the bobo a little bit. And y'all can come on in here, and y'all have opportunity to come up and ask me any questions you want to ask me about anything, life in general, and what have you. Now, I just got a little text. That's my baby girl. She's getting up for the day, and just letting me know that all is well. But yeah, welcome. So I'm sorry, Matthews. I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge the people that was coming in the chat.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
Matthews, so tell me, what question do you have for me? Is everything good with you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The first thing I usually think when I see your videos is number one, it's amazing to see you, and
Oh wow, thank you.
number two, how come you don't go live more?
Because first of all, what I do in a day, if you knew what I did in a day,
Tell me.
you'd be like, damn, how in the hell you do that, yo?
And
Okay.
it's something different every day though.
No, most of the time it's pretty much I take care about it. Right now I have these people, I have like 15 guys that I have been feeding since the early 90s. And they're homeless. Okay.
You know
They
what? You don't mention that too often, but I do remember you every so often kind of slipping that in the video, not making a big deal of it.
Yeah, because to me, I don't like to make a big deal of what I do. It's because I think everybody should do it. I don't see where it's nothing special. Do you know what I'm saying? Because eating and staying warm and having somewhere to stay, it should be a normal thing. It shouldn't be no, like big whoa, you know. And I've been doing it for so long. But these guys, and I also have some women too, believe it or not. And I've had children, moms, family, whole families that will
Yeah.
come to me, because word get out when I've been doing it so long. People know. And most of the people that I feed, they don't want to be on camera or nothing like that. I tried to do it, I wanted to do it, but they kind of, people don't, they're embarrassed. They have all kinds of reasons why they don't want to be filmed. And I wouldn't want to put them out there to exploit them either. So that's why I just go and I just feed them. So I feed them twice a day. I do it early in the morning. I feed them in the morning, and then I go back at noon and feed them. But today they know that I'm not going to come until later. So I do that every day. And then what I do is I grow the food that I feed them. Before, when I first started doing it, I was taking this out of our pocket. And my husband and I had my children. They were smaller then too, and I would have them going with me to feed the homeless and everything. Let them know that they not as that they are privileged to be living good and eating good. It was life lessons for them too. Um, and then after as they grew older, they of course they do their own thing, but they know the basis of what I do, and I can't stop doing it because I enjoy doing it. And these people have become a part of my extended family. So I
Yeah.
care about people. So that's just me. Hmm.
You should put them in some of your videos.
But that's like I said, they don't want to be filmed. I did
No,
do
well,
one.
no, 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 not them in general, but like what you do, on a daily
Or
basis,
what I do in the
like almost like a documentary type of deal.
Oh wow, that would be a trip. And I also like when some elderly people too. Okay, so look, I'm supposed this thing is supposed to be about y'all, but you putting it on me.
Nope,
Okay, no
too
problem.
late.
That's okay. I don't mind sharing. Okay, so a while I used to do this thing called I had a thing a little small business and I call it sit and shop, right? And this was before people were getting DoorDash and people were getting groceries and stuff delivered to the house. What I used to do is I used to make myself available to the elderly or anybody that was like 60 years and older, and they could call me and they would tell me to go come to their house. I would pick up their money, go to the drugstore, pick up their prescriptions, and bring them back to them. I would also pick up a grocery list if they had that and go to the supermarket for them and deliver their food for them. I would do that, but I would
Wow.
I wouldn't charge them though. That was the difference between me and these new things has come out. And I also had a meeting with one of these top grocery chains that everybody know with their brother, which is the brother of the company. And I told him about this idea that I'm telling you that I wanted them to do, or that I wanted him to be a part of as a partner. But anyway, that squashed, and then come to turn around, they wind up now having that such a big thing, and I have that. Yeah, so you'll have a whole lot of stuff up here. So, but I believe in helping people. Just put it like that. And I've been helping people all my life because that's what I enjoy doing. I don't see nothing wrong with it. If I'm going to the store, what's wrong with me picking you some up, neighbor? I'm right. I'm going. Why you got to burn your gas if I'm going? That's just who I am. You know. But anyway, yeah. So
Or one of my favorite videos you did was the one you made on you were jarring all
oh, the
types of
cannon.
stuff. Oh my
Oh yeah.
gosh. And
Oh
I didn't get to catch that whole thing, and I remember thinking like, "Oh my god, we need more videos like this
yeah,
right
I got a
here."
lot of stuff. I can show y'all some stuff. I really can. I mean, so maybe I'll make a little bit more canon videos, but usually I do that when the season ends. Like, like after you have after the growing season's over with, and I want to store the food, I will grow it. And some of those cans and jars right there, I use that to feed the homeless with it too. You know, I make pots and stuff of soups and but it's healthy. Everything is healthy. I don't get them no garbage because I would need it. You
Right.
know, and there's a lot of churches, and I'm not putting not saying nothing about churches, but there's a lot of places that feed the homeless, and some of the stuff that they give them is not that healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that good, and you know, so but they do their best, and you know what can you say? You know, yeah. But I'm gonna make. I think I might make some more of those videos so you guys can see, and I'm gonna do a step by step on how you guys can start preserving your own food because you can get preserve your food that's coming straight from the supermarket too. Just like you see them jars that I have on the shelf, if you were to get a whole bunch of tomatoes from the supermarket and bring them home, you could can those just like they got them in the can, but you can get the fresh ones. You can still store that. You can can it just like I can show you how to water pressure it and everything. Uh-huh. I might do that, Matthews. Good idea.
Please do.
Good idea. Good idea. So, anybody else coming up? Y'all need me to drop the link again to somebody else to come up? But I'm not trying to put you off, Matthews. You can hang out if you want to. I'm just gonna look in the chat and make sure I'm not overlooking anybody. Hey, Vaughn, how you doing? I see you. Hi, QT. Hello. Let's see. Y'all want me to drop the link? Anybody else want to come up with Matthews? Hey, MG707.
Well, I'll
Hello.
drop down. I'm listening though, Miss Yo.
Okay,
Oh
baby.
wait,
Well,
wait, wait! Before I leave, can I see my baby Penny one more time?
yeah, where you at? Penny girl. Come here, Penny girl.
Can
Come here, Penny girl.
I see my baby?
Come here, mama. Come here, Penny. Come here. She trying to run off. Come here, baby. Come, mommy. Come to mama. Come on. Come on, baby. That's love you. Come here. Mommy love you. Come here, Penny. Come on. She keep look, she doing like this. She pushing close and she coming back. She like, what you up
She
to?
like, yeah, I know.
I'm gonna get her because she a trip. She do that. She try to be all shy and stuff. She know I
Hmm.
want to hug her. She very independent. Come here, baby.
Yeah, you can tell Penny get beat. Yeah, you can tell.
Stop, Penny girl. Stop.
Penny get beat, y'all. You can tell.
It is something. She is cute. She's a cutie. Look.
Penny like, don't beat me. I don't camera.
Say hey. Say hey. Say hello, Matthews. Hi, people. Say
Hey,
hey, people.
baby.
And her heart just beat. Say, who is that man making that noise with that bass? She said, that's not my pop pop. That's not
Hello,
my pop pop.
Penny.
Where
What
pop
are
pop?
you doing,
You see,
Penny?
this one called my husband pop out. Where pop out? Where pop up at?
Penny, what are you doing?
Thinking pop out coming, pop out coming. You see the eyes? Where pop out coming? Where pop
Penny, Penny,
out?
don't you go,
Go
Penny,
see.
don't
She
you go, Penny.
she a
Penny,
trip.
you
Yeah,
better get
she a
over here, Penny.
she going over she going over there. She going towards the door. Then she sits there and wait. They wait until
Hmm.
my husband come home. They'll be just sitting there waiting on him. We call
I
him
see
Pop Pop.
how it is, Penny. I see.
You heard ground? She said, "Mm," you heard her.
Man, that's
Yeah.
my son. Well, it's good seeing you again, Miss Yo.
I see you too, darling. Be good, Matthews. Behave yourself, okay? And I'm
Nope.
gonna go and it's not Pop Out for real. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm gonna have to get him.
She mad at you.
Did you hear that? She was like, "Woo." Yeah. I'm gonna have to get them, or you know what, if they get all hyped up
You might
because they
have
get
to
real
do
hyped
that
when they
now.
yeah, they get so hyped. But I'm gonna go check out your channel too, Matthews, and I'm gonna subscribe to you.
I'll talk to you
Okay?
later.
Okay, baby. I'm gonna drop the link for somebody else if they want to come up.
All
Nice
right.
talking to you.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop the link again and see who else want to come up. See y'all, y'all see I won't bite. I'm not gonna bite y'all. I promise. There we go. Y'all can ask me any questions you want to. All right, I did it. I think I did it. Let me see. It's okay, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It wasn't him. There it is. I see the link in the chat now. Okay. No, Sky. No. She get ready to cry. Mm. Big mess. Okay. So okay, you said how old is Penny? QT asking how old is Penny? Penny is 4 years old. She's just so small. She's small. And Sky, the white one, they are sisters actually. They have different fathers. Isn't that a trip? Yeah. I hate I'm working. I'm going to email you your thoughts. I have a question in the chat. I'm working. Okay, let me see what the question is in the chat. Um, can you read my question? I'm multitasking. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I'm going to see. And the clearance about. Oh, to hit wall, mama, you can balls. Yeah, you can get the. Yeah, you sure can. You can get the ball jars. They got a lot of them. I get some from Walmart too, and sometimes I get them from You can get them from the dollar store. Okay. Yep. Yeah, and now is the time to get that stuff too, because after a while we won't even have them. Let me see where you at. I'm going to see if I can stroll and find your question, QT. Hold on. That's what the computer's about. Let me go all the way up. Oh. They say not showing. I'm doing all this. Y'all. This is new to me too. Let's see. We need to wrap. Okay, yeah, we do need to wrap. Let me go up some more. All right. I don't see the daggone question though, QT. I don't see that. Wait a minute. Let me go up some more. Nothing. Mm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's you do know when you've done something from the heart. You don't have to show nothing off. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My energy is everything. That's sweet of you. Okay, I'm still trying to get to your question, baby. So, but going through all of this right here, because everybody, been typing. Um, what Christmas cactus bloom? Oh, my Christmas cactus bloom. What is that, Kitty? I know you're talking about a plant. Oh, you saw that cornbread. I never heard it by the name. Have you had shrimp jalapeno shrimp cornbread? Yeah, I have had that before. I made it too before. And it's spoon bread. The reason why we call it spoon bread is because on outside it looked like a regular cornbread. But I should have did it on the camera when I first showed y'all. But when you open it, when you take a spoon and take the spoon, and you know how you take the spoon and go in it and you scoop it up, the inside is almost custody. It's fluffy and real moist and fluffy. It's a different texture. A different texture than the cornbread. That's why we call it spoon bread. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see. I'm still looking. I'm still trying to find the question that you asked. You might have asked me something earlier. If you get a chance, I know you're multitasking at work, but you might have to while you're at work, see if you can type the question in. I'm gonna go all the way up into the last part. See if you can type a question in again. You know, And hey, Amelia. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, anybody else have any questions? Denise. Okay. She asks, "Oh, do I can chicken?" No, I try to stay away from canning meats. I don't really care for the canned meats, even though they can last up to 5 to 6 years, and some of them even longer. But I'm not a really meaty person, and neither is my family. Now, as my children has grown older too, they're moving out the house and stuff like that. But I usually just like to have my meat fresh, and I usually freeze the majority of my meats. Yeah, but I have canned meats before. It's a longer process too, but it's still worth it. And nowadays, you really need to can everything for real, for real. Okay, Miss Yo's thoughts. I'm gonna read this one right here. What it say? When they told you to move when you was feeding the people. Oh yeah, So what I did was, you remember that? You remember when I put on here the video when the police was telling me that it's illegal to feed the homeless. Well, look, they is a place that they know where we meet at, and it wasn't very far, but it was far enough wherein we wasn't out in the open. And since then, we actually moved again one more time, and it's crazy because they're getting a little bit. It's getting a little bit harder and harder to try to do that. To feed them, like out in public. You have to be kind of a little bit more discreet. Let's just put it like that. But I do it. I do, and I confess. Hey, what are you gonna do? Lock me up? Okay, all right, whatever. All right. I've never been locked up before, but I'll go for a good cause. What can I say? Okay, see my mom do that. It's nasty. Oh, it's nasty to you. It's nasty to you. What's nasty to you, QT? The spoon bread, eating that, or making it soft, or putting the jalapeno peppers in the cornbread, or the can in the meat part. See, that's the one thing about reading the chat right here. I like to hear what y'all have to say. Oh, you need the recipe? Okay, no problem. I'll give it. I'll get it out. I'll tell mom I'm gonna give her a recipe out. She ain't your man. Uh-huh. As a matter of fact, speaking of recipes, my daughter, she been dying for me to write a cookbook for her so she can have of all the foods that she was raised up on. Her and her brother. I have two children, a son and a daughter, and they always want to know want me to make a book of all the recipes that got them to where they are today. Okay. What else we got over here? Uh, let's see. What y'all having any more questions? Okay, I see y'all talking to each other too here. Uh-huh. Don't know about y'all scared to take the link. I think it's thank you so much, Tanya. You said I have a good heart. Thank you so much. And you asked that. Okay. Okay, and who is AWJJ Williams? You said panel. What you mean? You want to come up there? You want to come up here, darling? Or do I need to drop the link again? Oh, you have a family old cookbook? Yeah, I think I should because a lot of elders, have passed away with a whole lot of recipes that you guys won't be able to get if you don't get them while they're living, Because sometimes, excuse me, we have a habit of assuming that people will always be here, but we know that that's not always true. Matthews, how you get? Oh, you came back? Oh, is this the regular Matthews? Matthews, let me see.
Okay,
Matthews.
okay. One more thing. One more thing.
Oh, that's
So,
okay. You
can I
funny.
can I get can I get? I don't know your schedule, but can I get you maybe for like a like an interview or maybe some
You
kind of
know it. Sure.
yeah. It's not going to be a regular one, so just know that. So
What you mean ain't gonna be a regular
that's
one?
all I'm saying. All right.
That boy, I don't care. I ain't scared. I mean, I'm a talker. I don't mind talking. You can give me for an interview. Tell me it's not gonna be a regular one. What's not regular? That's funny. Hmm. You should make okay. Oh, I should make a canon recipe book, huh? Well, actually, the only thing canning is pretty much a basic type thing to do, um, and most depending on the types of food that you're canning, like vegetables, it's just different in timing. And it is a canning book out there that's real popular, and it's called I think it's I can't think of the name of it, but it's a lot of homesteaders too. If you're interested, you can go to the homesteaders on go to YouTube, and you can find a whole lot of canning people that do homesteading and can, and so they can show you too. And it's a ball. I know it's a ball. You know, people that make the ball jars that you put the food in. They have canning books out. That's my sister, and I'm not gonna answer her because I told that chick. You know how you tell somebody, that you busy, and then you ain't and don't call you because and then they don't answer the phone. Well, that's what she did. And this, I don't have number one sister, she my little sister, but she be plucking my nerves. I'm telling you, you know how them little sisters is. Oh my goodness, she is so spoiled. She talked when I called her, she didn't answer the phone, and then I texted her and told her I didn't want her, and I was just making sure all is well because as my family, we all call each other and stuff early in the morning, make sure everybody all good and stuff, and we just check in. We always done that, right? So she busy doing what she doing, and she waited till almost an hour later, and then she texted me back. Oh, I was on the phone, but all is well. So I'm like, good. Well, I'm gonna go on the live stream today at 12:30. And what's she doing now? Ringing the phone. Big mess. Okay, so let me go back here. And she made me lose my dead Jim thought. No, make no sense. But this is life. This is my life. Yeah, he said that quick. Nothing. Oh yeah, drop biscuits, QT. I have my great grandmother used to make cheese drop biscuits. They some kind of good, girl. They some kind of good. Mm. Yes sir, yes sir, yes. Homestead. Do you do a lot of? Yeah, I do. I do a lot of canning. Matter of fact, I got this live stream set up in here in my living room. But if I show you, well, you can probably go onto my YouTube page, and you're gonna see a bunch of jars and stuff, all the food that I've canned already, and I have a lot of them on the shelves in my house, throughout my house. And some, again, I use to feed the homeless with. Sometimes I just get the fresh stuff out of the garden. But once the garden is gone, like this time of year, that's when I resort to some of the jars that I have to put stuff together to feed them. But again, I also buy meat and stuff, a lot of meat. So instead of me canning the meat, I use the meat that I get from the supermarket, and then I take my vegetables, my fresh vegetables and stuff that I have that I've grown out in the yard and stuff, and feed them that. That's what I do. And I also take requests because they have pork chop Fridays. This one guy came up with the pork chop Friday. Again, he's homeless now, and so on Fridays I have to fix pork chops. Some like them fried, some like them smothered with some gravy and onions and mushrooms. Y'all know. Yeah, we have some jars. Okay, okay. Yeah, you can still reuse some of your jars, but you have to always when you can, and you also have to get new lids. You can't use the same lids because you want to make sure that the seal on those jars are nice and vacuum and tight when you can them, because you don't want that food to go bad or spoil and no air to get into the jars, you know. So you have to be really careful with and then you also have to make sure those jars at the top of the lids of the jars around the rim of it, you have to make sure they don't have no cracks or anything in it, especially when you get ready to put them in the can or to can, because it'll crack and break off in your food and stuff. It could be really hazardous. Mm-hmm. We have okay. I'm just reading this. I'm just gonna put some of the comments up on the screen so y'all can read them too. Oh, this your first year trying it? Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, but it works. Yes. You saw Denise. Where are you? Right here. I thought I saw you right here. Okay, you got some cans. Oh yeah. You know, if you can't do the canning, you better get some cans together. You can go to all kinds of stores and get those cans. All you have to do is make sure when you buy your cans from the supermarket, the Dollar Trees, the Big Lots stores, or when you anywhere you go to find your canned goods, and they come in a can, just make sure you check the date on it. Make sure you check the expiration date on it. It's okay if the can is dented or bent. And some of the churches be giving away some old cans that's really not suitable to eat. So you have to be careful with those dates on those cans, you know. Hmm. What you said you had an awful, oh wow, what happened? My first cannon incident was awful. It could be something, and sometimes it can be scary. When you first start, it can be kind of scary, especially when you use the pressure cooker, because you have to be careful about the where you live, and you have to. It's really important to read the instructions carefully. Yeah, but once you get the hang of it, it's not gonna be hard. It's not hard. Ace Warehouse sells the jars too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Huh? Isn't that something? That's nice to know. Let me see what we got. Uh, and like I said, you can go and check. That's what are you? What you say right here? Oh, you use the pressure cooker. You use the pressure cooker a lot. You know, I like water cannon, water bath and stuff better than I like pressure cannon. But either way you do it, it'll make the whole house hot, especially in the summertime. That's when most of the time you do the cannon. That's when I was doing my cannon in the summer. Uh-huh. Okay, so who is this? Oh, you are asking a question. Okay. Let's see what you got, Denise. Oh, you got okay. You got the food that you yeah. It's a whole lot of kind of foods that you can store. You know they have the dry goods that you can store. And the best thing to store for real though, what everybody need to be storing if you should it be potatoes. Make sure you get plenty of potatoes, plenty of onions, plenty of flour, plenty of meal, plenty of lard, even the canned lard. I know it's not good for your body and not good to eat, but in case of an emergency, you can put stuff together like breads and stuff together. And then lard you can also use for heating your house. You can also use for lighting when the lights go out. So get as many cans of lard, the big cans of Crisco oil. Y'all know what that is? Some of y'all might be a little bit too young to know that, but get some of that stuff. Get all of that stuff. Rice, and like I said, rice and beans, all kinds of dry beans, different kinds of dry beans. Um, you should get. all the herbs and spices that you need, cinnamon, cloves. You should get garlic. I'm just naming a few things off the top of my head. Sugar. Um, that's a lot. I told y'all meal. Did I say meal? It's a lot of seasonings you should get to have in your arsenal. So and this way you can build a meal. You can put something together and won't nobody starve. And it lasts long. Okay. Yeah, you can use Crisco. I'm gonna put this out here. Yeah, you can use the Crisco can for heat, and you can use it for electricity for lighting, and it can last up to like 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 24 hours, depending on the size can that you get. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a whole lot of little tricks. Uh-huh. You can get yeah, you can get that rice and yeah, yep. They have big bags of Crisco right now. Uh-huh. That's good. That is good. Y'all better feather your nest. You better feather your nest. Never what? You never heard of that, Matthews? What you say? I hope not. What you say? You hope not? What, Valentina? Let's see what you're talking about. Let's see. I'm just reading this. Um. Oh yeah, chickens also eggs are seven. What? Are you kidding me? Y'all talking about eggs are 7.99 for a dozen? Where is that at, Valentine? They got up a little bit here, but not in Virginia, but not as much as that. Where what city or state this is in that you're talking about? Because I tell you what, you bet you I don't know about it. Oh, you can get powdered eggs too, guys. So you don't have to have excuse me, you don't have to have the other eggs. You can get powdered eggs for backup, just to have a backup plan. Have y'all ever heard of powdered eggs? Yeah. What's funny, Matthew? What you laughing at me for? Yeah, and Crisco do make the best. Denise, you ain't kidding. Crisco do make the best dough. Uh-huh. They make those biscuits fluffy. And that's some of the stuff that we was raised off of, stuff like that, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, shoot. One thing about it is nowadays they were saying a whole lot of stuff is bad for you. But the stuff that they're saying is bad for you is the stuff that my generation was raised off of. It don't make it right. And people, to me, I see the death rate is the same. I don't see no change in it. You know, it might be a little bit worse because young people are hurting or killing each other much earlier. Because in my day, it wasn't all of that going on. People pretty much got along. You know, I mean, they had problems, but wasn't nobody going around shooting nobody. They had more fights than anything, you know. Bust somebody in the head with a liquor bottle because two niggas get mad from drinking and talking stuff to each other, and they don't remember the next day what happened was all that kind of crazy stuff. But they wouldn't do no whole lot of killing, not like that, you know. Let me see. I'm reading this, y'all. I'm gonna read the chat and see what happened. I just saw something right here. Okay, nothing like. Oh, y'all talking to each other, right? Nothing like it. Oh, you in Phoenix? Okay, you in Arizona? Uh huh. Yeah, and it be hot as fire out there too. God, you in the desert show now. I lived in Colorado Springs for 2 years. Uh huh. Yeah, had to go out there in Colorado. Mm-hmm. But it was nice there. We live closer to Pikes Peak. Uh huh. Let's see. I have never heard of. You never heard of powdered eggs? Oh yeah, they have powdered eggs. They got powdered milk too. They also start stacking up on that kind of stuff too as a backup. Only as a backup plan. You always should have a backup plan to to what you're doing. It's good to have that. Okay, what we got right here? At 7 p.m. this evening, a good time. Now you talking about for us to have a conversation. I'm mostly a morning person. In the afternoons, I be with my baby, my husband, me and I, we be kicked back and stuff, you know. And I go to bed around 9 o'clock. I told you I get up early every morning. And if you want to get up off that ass in the morning, we can have it as anytime after 6 o'clock a.m. I'll be right there available all the way up until let's say 2 o'clock. That's then you can get me. But I gotta pop out and pop back in, you know, to do what I do and then come back and I'll hit you when I'm back. But yeah, we can do that. I don't mind. But it has to be early for me, you know? Okay? And I love to do it. Oh yes, I have dry herbs hanging in my house. I have rosemary, I have sage, I have basil. I have all. I like, and they hang it in my kitchen. Most of my dry herbs, and I have some on my back shelf too. And then I also take the dry herbs, and after I wet them and dry them out, I grind them up and I put them in. You know the season jars that you use that you get from the store. Like say you have your salt and pepper and seasons that they come in. I don't throw those away. I take those and I wash them out real good. I let them air dry for a couple of days, and then I'll take my herbs that I grew from my garden and I let them dry out. I let them sun dry out. You know where it naturally gets discharged. Then I grind it up in a coffee grinder. Then I put it into that container, the you reuse container, and then you can and I label it, and you can just sip it. You got your own seasoning. Don't have to pay all that money for those seasonings that come in a small, little small thing. Hmm. Yeah, I love heat too. Oh, you love heat. Oh, I don't love heat like that, Valentina. Oh no, I like it cold. I'd rather have cold than live in the heat. Arizona is hot as fire. You talking about desert? That's for sure. It's this desert for real. That's where you are. But it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a blank slate of dryness of a land mass. Also, get all the inshore and etc. You can. Oh yeah, yeah. You talking about Ensure? You talking about the nutritious Ensure drinks like they have the strawberry, vanilla, and the chocolate kind? Yeah, you can get that because so you have some elders in your family, and you also have young babies that half eat, and somebody might get sick or something, and they may need some nutrition, and you can feed them in that way. You can also, and ice cream ain't nothing but ice cream is really nothing but blood and pus, but sometimes you might have to get some kind of soft serve ice cream so you can mix some of that inshore in with that will help that elderly person receive it better. Or that child, that might not want to drink because, have a little bite to it, a little taste to it. Now, how do we get off here, y'all, on talk? But I don't mind talking about this stuff, though. I told you I asked many questions. But anyway, yes, powdered eggs and milk. Yeah, yeah, it is a commodity. And yeah, and speaking of that, you better you get all your mustard, ketchup, all your stuff, mustard, ketchup, your hot sauce, all the stuff like that. You should get that too. To stack up on all that stuff. Because I'm here to tell you, I believe, and this is just my belief. I believe in the next 2 years, there's gonna be a whole lot of stuff missing that you're not gonna even be able to get. I mean, that you would normally be able to get, that you won't even be able to get from a store. It'll be like unheard of, like it was never sold in there before. It's gonna be some things like this. Is the link still available? Yes, ma'am. It sure is, especially for you, sweetheart. Let me drop it again, okay? All right. Let's see. Okay, I got this thing, y'all. I am some girl. I got it, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. Control V. I look. I'm talking about proud of myself. I ain't even put it in the thing. Okay, but I am though. All right, here we go. That's the link. Yeah, but I just want. Let's see. Yes, taste the way better bowls. And I want to see what you got right here. What you say, Q? I almost lost my mind in Denver when I saw all of the lavender growing. Oh yeah, it's so beautiful. And lavender is another thing to grow. Lavender is another thing to grow. And what I want to do, my husband and I, we put up a new fence on the side. We always try to put up a new fence. I made a video about that. Y'all might see it if y'all go and look. But what I want to do is get some sunflowers, and I want the sunflowers to grow all up against the fence. So it's good to get some sunflowers too, because sunflowers is healthy. You can eat the seeds. You can do a whole lot with the seeds. You get sunflower oil to make your oil out of sunflower. So order some sunflowers. I see Lovelace here. Here we go. Hey, Lovelace.
Hi.
Hello, sweetheart.
You.
How are
Can you,
you?
I am wonderful. Listen, excuse
Yeah.
me, just a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to come on.
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right. You know, we fight these things. I got my herbs brewing. Okay.
Oh, good, good, good.
But I wanted to come on, excuse me, and
Sure.
I don't want to interrupt the conversation. I like the flow. I told you, I put in the chat rather I had to pick up some family, but I am so loving this conversation. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah, when I picked up my family from
Wipe my
the
nose.
airport, right?
That's some
I was
water.
I was like, y'all listen.
Oh, you said we had to fix some family members up. You said
Yeah.
what?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
When I picked my family members up, they were like,
Mhm.
what you listening to? And I was like, y'all listen, right? I was like, listen, Sister Yo Thoughts can bring some good enlightening things to our community, and we all need that, right? So
Thank you.
just giving you your flowers while we still present here, and
Yes.
telling you I'm so proud of you, and I like the steps, and I appreciate the steps that you're willing to take as far as this YouTube thing. It can be scary, but listen, I said before to you, I think you got it, and I think our community needs it, right? And I'm
Yeah.
ready for some questions, right?
Yeah, I'll say
And
it. I mean,
questions.
because and the whole purpose for me starting this YouTube channel
Hmm.
is basically to teach people what I know.
Right.
It's basically to teach people what I know. Why would I want to teach people what I know? I want to teach people what I know because I was raised with my mom and father in a house. They were married for over 50 years together.
Hmm.
Okay, with raising four children. In my lifetime, I have experienced hard times as a child when lights, water, gas, they would struggle. We lived in a nice neighborhood, but we struggled as a black family in the early 60s.
Right.
Okay?
Hmm.
And so my father was such a man that he knew how to survive because he too came from a struggling family when he was a little boy. So he taught me how to hustle, meaning how to make it, how to survive with little to nothing. You know, how did they say how to make a dollar out of 15 cents? Or how you say that little slogan? He
Yep.
taught me how to survive. And my mother taught me how to love. You understand? So to learn to know how to survive and to know how to love, and you put that together,
Come
you
on.
got your thoughts.
Yeah.
You did?
Hmm.
And I want to give that to you guys. I've given it to my children, but I want to give it, I don't want to take this to my grave, this knowledge. And that's what a lot of I feel like people of my age do. Information that they get they take with them because they don't want to share with people because they think they're giving them something and
Hmm.
they like it's mine. But no, we're supposed to share with we're supposed to teach, we're supposed to share
Hmm.
because that was done for me for
Right.
centuries in my family going down the line. And like I said, and I have people in my family, the oldest one lived to be 107 years old. So
Hmm.
I know a whole lot of stuff and that I've learned from my people, and I want
Hmm.
to share with you guys. So that's why I'm here. You
And
know.
that's the blessing, right? That's the extra blessing to give, right? And we appreciate you for that. I know at least I do.
Thank you, thank
Excuse
you.
me.
It don't
And
cost me nothing. It
okay,
don't cost me nothing. Not
okay.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been saying that, right? Like what we add to the community, no matter what the age is, right? As
yeah,
long as it's something positive and something we can build and take and share
right.
with others, that should be the real understanding. And like I said, I,
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate you,
Well, thank you so
right?
much.
Really
I
do.
appreciate you coming up here talking to me too. I be seeing you in the chats and stuff. I be seeing your name and we be talking in the chats and stuff.
Yeah,
And it's nice to see you around and I appreciate your support. Yeah.
always, always. So I have a question about, the holidays are coming up, right?
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Holidays are coming up. You got family with traditions and things like that. I
Mhm.
wanted to ask you, what's one of your traditions
You
that
know,
you do over the holidays, or even if you share, even if you celebrate, the holidays? What's one of your traditions?
well, now, years ago, we used to celebrate the holidays.
Mm,
But see, when you know better, you do better.
come on.
So, to say that, my father, just to let you know,
Mm,
my father told me a long time ago it wasn't no Santa Claus. See? So my brothers and it's four of us. It was four of us, two girls and two boys first and two girls. And like I told you, my mom and dad, so six in the family. And my father was straight up because his father was straight up with him. He told me it was no such thing as Santa Claus. We had one year, it was Santa Claus supposed to be, and we all had these bicycles. These were
mm,
bicycles. We was all excited to get these bicycles, and we were just so happy. But that's all we had was bicycles, and we lived in a nice neighborhood, as I told you. Everybody on the block, all the children on the block, skates and puzzles and basketballs, and they had all these things, and all we had was bicycles. So here we
mm,
are complaining because we just had bicycles.
mhm.
My daddy told us, he said, "You're lucky you got the bicycles because there's no such thing as a Santa Claus. I'm your Santa Claus."
That
We were crushed.
That
We
part.
was crushed to know that it
Hmm.
wasn't no Santa Claus. So from that day, we didn't celebrate Christmas. It was like, we'll give you something, but it don't have to be on Christmas Day.
Hmm.
If I give you something and it's before the December the 25th, would you like it any better? That's what my dad would say.
Hmm.
So you can get your gifts every day. So as when I grew up, and then I had my children, my two children, I went on played the silly game and believing that it would let them believe it for about a couple of, well, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Hmm.
But as they got to be like, I would say about 5 or 6, way before my father told us. But when they got about 5 or 6, I let them know it wasn't no Santa Claus. I told them the truth.
Hmm.
So from that day on, we would give gifts to each other any day other than the gift on the date that it was supposed to be given.
Hmm.
That's how we did that.
Hmm.
And then so that's how we do. We don't give gifts on Christmas. We give gifts all year long for any reason.
Hmm.
See, it don't have to be a holiday for our family. And that's how we celebrate it. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I did my I shared the same knowledge later on in life with my two boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I was riding out with my son, and he has a 4 year old little girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he said, I told you that daddy goes and he delivers some packages, and he introduced her to Daddy Claus. Never introduced her to
Okay.
Santa Claus,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
But
Mm-hmm.
introduced her to Daddy Claus.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the little FaceTime thing where he showed her the back of the vehicle, right? Where it had the
Mm-hmm.
packages. When I tell you her face lit up, right? She was like, "My,
Uh-huh. She
dad,
was happy.
you know, is Santa."
Yeah. It's a lot of reasons why we don't celebrate it because,
Yeah,
and I don't want to get deep into the reason why because I'm not trying to tell anybody what to believe or
right.
how to celebrate their day. But my thing is for me, when I
Mm-hmm,
know something or when you know better, you do better.
mm-hmm,
If you know and see, and here's a teachable moment. We all need to know the what, the when, the how,
mm-hmm,
and the why.
mm-hmm,
Why? Once you get those questions answered as to why you are doing something
mm-hmm.
and it's well with your soul, then continue to do what you want to do.
Right.
But what I was doing or what we were doing wasn't well with my soul. And because I knew of the what, when, why, and how. So,
Mm-hmm,
and that's with any holiday
mm-hmm,
and with any religion, with anybody that you
mm-hmm,
come in contact with.
mm-hmm,
Why does this person might want to be my friend? Why? What do they want from me?
mm-hmm,
What do I have to give them? What
mm-hmm,
do they have to give me?
mm-hmm.
Because it's a fair exchange, and a fair exchange is no robbery. But you need to know why. Okay?
Now wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again.
Which part, baby?
The fair exchange. What? Something about a robbery. I missed.
Okay. A fair exchange is no robbery. In
Okay.
other words, if I give you something and you can give me something, we're not robbing one another. We're not taking advantage of one another. It's an even exchange. So
Absolutely.
a fair exchange is not a robbery. It's no
Mm-hmm,
robbery. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I like that.
Thank
That's the
you.
first time I heard that. But I
For real?
like how.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Yeah.
lot of old sayings, though. It's a whole lot of
Listen, we
yeah,
need them.
yeah.
We do. We need them.
We
So
do.
I have another question, and listen, don't let me hog up the time. So if
No, it's
anybody
I
else has a
know.
question or wants to get up there, don't forget, put your questions
Okay.
in the chat.
Well, I'll drop the link, but I don't know it's because I don't see anybody else. But I would drop it while we talking, and if
Yeah.
somebody else want to, I'll let you know. I'm gonna drop the link, guys.
Yeah, y'all come on
Yeah,
up
'cause-
and ask some questions,
yeah, there you go.
and it doesn't have to be, what I'm saying, anything
Any
too
question? I
personal
don't
or
mind.
it,
I
sister,
don't care if it's personal. If I feel like if I want to answer it, I answer it. If I don't, I
yeah,
tell you I ain't gonna say it. But but I'm a pretty open person. I'm pretty
hmm
open, so it ain't nothing too deep for me. Not for real. It's life.
that
Yeah.
part right there. So your first live was talking about balance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So when you were speaking about balance, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I was taking some notes and kind of getting into
That's
how,
sweet.
huh?
I said that's sweet. You was
Uh,
taking notes.
Yeah, because that's what you asked us to do, right?
Well, I'm
Excuse me.
hoping
You
you
asked us to come and get some questions. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah, I sure
So
did.
so
Yeah.
I wanna make sure that if I'm up here, I wanna utilize your time and mine wisely, right?
Okay.
So yeah,
Fair exchange.
just exactly fair
Yeah,
exchange.
yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
the balance, right? I took some notes and tried to figure out how the balance can apply to every part of life, right?
Mhm.
Um, sometimes we can, or sometimes I feel out of balance, right?
Mhm.
So even though I might be eating, as best I can, drinking plenty of water, but sometimes I still just feel out of balance, right? So
Mhm.
I
And
don't
yeah,
know.
well, okay, because it's just it's bigger than eating and drinking right.
Mm-hmm,
Balance. When I say balance, that's everything. It's your surroundings. It's your house in balance.
mm-hmm,
You see,
mm-hmm.
because if your house out of order, then your spirit is out of order. You
Okay.
don't realize that if you got a shoe out of place, if your shoes belong at the front door and it's one in the back room and they're not together, that's out of order. See, everything around you have to be in balance. The people that you come in contact with. You might be around somebody that got that arguing and but you at peace. When you walk in, you at peace. But they making all that noise and then it's something about then after a while you start feeling some type of way. See, balance is about being all the way around, not just
Mm-hmm,
the one thing.
mm-hmm,
See, so you have to reevaluate what's around you
mm-hmm.
as well as what you putting in you.
Okay.
That's food that you eat and what you're putting in your mind and what you're seeing because we're visual. See,
Mm-hmm,
when you see, you take in. See,
mm-hmm,
so balance. You see, it goes. It's a lot, but you just have to check it all. You
mm-hmm.
know. You see, do that make
I,
sense?
it does make sense. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It does make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that was a
It's
good
hard
one.
to balance.
Eh,
I'm gonna put this question up here. I'm listening to you. I'm putting this question up here.
oh, I
It
got.
is hard to balance my life. I thought I had it down pat, but then I realized I don't. Well, you do. Let me tell you something, sugar. Let me see. And y'all, this is my way. I talk to people, and sometimes I might not call you by your name. I'm gonna call you sugar, baby, sweetie, sweetheart. I just have a habit of doing that. Okay, so don't take that in the wrong way. But you said it's hard to balance my life. I thought I had it down pat, but then I realized I don't. When you don't have when you think you have it down pat and you don't realize you do have it, you do have it down pat. You just have to readjust your mind. See? Because balance starts first with what you think. And when it's a it says, so as a man thinketh, so is he. The way you think is the way you're going to be. If you think you feel bad, if you think you're ugly, if you think you're fat, if you think woe's me, if you think I'm poor, if you think, hey, you get it? It goes on and on and on. So get your mind right first by quieting it and asking yourself, who am I? What do I want out of this life? Because it's your story. It's your story. You're writing it. Don't let nobody else write it for you. So get your mind right first, and then the rest will follow. You see, the head got to be right first. The head tell the arms and the legs to move and the feet to move. The head tell the eyes to blink. Get the head right, and the rest will follow automatically. And you won't even have to think about it. Okay, hopefully that helped. Sorry, Lovelace. I just had to get
No,
that.
I loved it.
I
No,
had to
I
get
loved
that
it.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I was on mute and I made a joke and I was like, well, what if never mind. I don't want to take away from. I don't want to be funny. I'm
Say what
like,
you said.
what? No, it was I made my own funny joke. That's why I put it on mute. I was like, okay, but what if your head balance, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Is what's that thing they call if you have vertigo?
If you have, so what if your head balance? Your head can't be balanced if you have vertigo because vertigo is a nervous system. It's got to do with your nervous system.
Right.
See,
So,
see,
so
but
some.
but your head is the one. It's something that's out of the chemistry is out of balance in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
got to be the chemistry out of balance. That's
Oh,
just your chemistry. Your body chemistry is
mm-hmm.
out of balance. You see what I'm saying?
I do. Mm-hmm.
You have to get it in balance. And the best way I've found to get in balance with life is to withdraw. Withdraw from the nigger noise.
Come
When I
on.
say nigger noise, I mean any nigger noise, nigger noise. I
Mm-hmm.
mean the music, um, You know, you hear how air conditioners go, roar, the vibrations of the roaring. You see the roaring, all the roaring, the factories, the trucks, the cars,
Mm-hmm.
all that noise. That you know, that's you all are vibrate. We're vibrational people. We're vibrational. We're vibrational, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're vibrational. You are, and you hear all this stuff subconsciously. You are taking in all of this noise unknowingly. You might have your television on right now, and you looking at me on this screen right here, and your television running. You might have some clothes in the washing machine, and that's going on. You see
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff right there?
Mm-hmm.
All of that is noise. You have to sometimes get away from the noise and center yourself and just be quiet and ask yourself the question: who am I? What do I want? What I want to do today? What I want on this life? What makes me happy? You see what I'm saying? What am I? What do I find
Mm-hmm.
joy in doing?
Mm-hmm.
What I like to read? You ask yourself questions, and then you can kind of like start beginning to know yourself a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
See?
Mm-hmm.
But don't take on a whole lot of noise. Get away from some of that noise.
Mm-hmm.
Telephone ringing, people worrying you about their problems, and then their problems become your problems because
Right.
you entertaining the thought. You're
Mm-hmm.
hearing their problems in your ear, and the more you tell them, "Oh, sugar, it's gonna be all right. It's okay. I'm sorry to hear you're not doing it," and they go on and on and on and on and on. You see, my
Mm-hmm.
sister called me when I was talking to you on the live stream. What did I do? I said, I'm not gonna talk to her right now because I
Mm-hmm.
can call her earlier. You see how easy it was for me to dismiss her? It's fine. And she's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be all right. You dig?
Yeah.
Because I got something important that I want to do. See, that's what I'm saying. What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
See? That's an
Mm-hmm.
example of that. Okay?
I do. And
Mhm.
that also, in my opinion, right? And I appreciate you sharing that. In my opinion, it's like that's
Mhm.
also a part of our balance, making
Yeah,
sure that we remember and apply that we are important, just like everything else or everyone else in life, or that we invite into our space, right?
that's right. You
Like
have
you.
to.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was listening to you. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh,
You
okay. Yeah. we
yeah.
yeah we have to, that self balance, like you were saying, it starts with the mental. That self balance is very important too, um because you want to make sure you are as balanced as possible before you share yourself with others. And even when you think you have it, right,
Mhm.
um when you think you have it, somewhat balanced, or you're equally, what I'm saying, and then you go out into the world, or you're, on YouTube or whatever, type of internet stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. And then you find yourself back feeling out of balance or out of whack and stuff like that, right? So I really appreciated that message of
Yeah,
making
you're
sure we
welcome.
take.
That's right. Keep the noise out your head.
Yeah.
And QT says she says, Amen. That's what I've been doing. She said, being at peace in nature. And nature will keep you calm at all. If you go by some water or you get into nature, you'll feel that automatic calming. Because
Hmm.
first of all, that's where you came from. You're a part of nature. You're a
Right.
collection of all the food that you've eaten.
Hmm.
Your spirit is enclosed. You're a ball of dirt. Go look at my video entitled "Ball of Dirt" and you'll
Yep.
get it.
I talk.
Okay,
Hmm.
so it's good to go into nature and menopause. Yeah, menopause for women. You can throw women off. Men go through menopause. They got a male menopause. They go through stuff like that. But that's basically your body chemistry changing. And
Right.
see, change is good. Let me tell you something real quick about change. Let me take this off the
Hmm.
screen. Let me tell you something real good about change. Listen, did you know that a squirrel mind or brain grows 15% in the fall? If a squirrel brain can grow 15%, it grows automatically 15% in the fall. Why? So it can remember where it put all those nuts at. See? But humans, the Bible and all that stuff tell you that we're supposed to be superior to the animals. So if that's so, and a squirrel brain grows 15% more, so he can remember where he put the nuts, why can't you expand your mind and make it grow? You see?
Right.
Why can't you do that? Why can't we as human beings do that?
Hmm.
So your mind is powerful. I'm saying it to say that you can get your mind right. If your mind right, the rest will follow. You can do it.
Hmm.
You're powerful and you just don't know it. Most people just don't know it. Most human beings don't know how powerful their mind is.
Right.
and how powerful they are mentally. They just
Hmm.
don't know it. But
Hmm.
yeah, so you do have to find peace. And you can get peace, and you can't say peace be still. People get out your face, and stop. You can make peace be still for you in your life, but you
Hmm.
have to be the one to demand it.
Right.
Sia said, Lovelace. She said, that's how you sound, Lovelace. Sia's got
Hmm.
a red say, that's how he sound, Lovelace. I just read the
Oh,
chat.
okay.
Yeah, but what else you was gonna say? Tell me
Oh,
something.
oh no, 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 no. That's all I was that's a sum up of that. Just the balance,
Yeah.
just making sure that people remember that even when you feel out of balance, right?
Mhm.
It's it's okay to take a step back and
It
to
is.
silence, everything else around you so you can get yourself back into balance. And then, you know what I'm saying? If you feel more level, then you can offer some of that to someone else,
Yeah.
that might need it.
And
Uh,
see, and you got to
mhm.
remember this too. That it's true, Lovelace. You have to remember this. It's okay sometimes if you feeling off of balance. That's okay, but you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to have sense enough to know when to withdraw and when to center yourself so that
Hmm.
you can regain balance. Because if you don't, everything else will collapse. It's just
Absolutely.
like building something. If it's not on a solid foundation, everything else is going to collapse. So it's okay to juggle sometimes and feel out of balance because we're human and we're not
Hmm.
going to be perfect. So sometimes we're going to be out of balance. You
Right.
see?
I do.
But it's
Hmm.
still all good. We
Hmm.
just need to know when. I'm going to add, hey, Queen Regina, how you doing?
Good
I'm adding
morning.
Queen
I'm
Regina.
saying
Hey,
good morning. I'm sorry. Good afternoon. I
good
just
afternoon.
woke up, y'all.
Yes,
How you doing? How you doing?
Hey
I'm getting the
there.
hang of this thing, Queen Regina.
I just woke up. So tell me what you are finishing, and tell me what the subject is, and I want to add to it.
Hey, Regina.
Georgia did our thing. We did our thing. So I'm still celebrating. And I'm not into politics. I don't. But Georgia,
Come
What's going on with we were talking about well, basically the whole thing was I dropped the I was telling everybody I wanted anybody to come up and ask me any questions that they want to ask me about life issues or whatever. It's okay. We was gonna have an open conversation. I tried to have I tried to do that. What was it?
the
Lovelace. It was
phone.
yeah, on the phone. What day
Hmm.
was that? It
Yeah.
was
I think it was it Tuesday? No, what
yeah,
Monday.
I think it was
Monday.
Monday, yes. Because
Monday.
I
yeah,
seen
Hmm.
it. Yes, I see.
I think it was Monday. And anyway,
Hmm.
that was a bomb because it was a big
No,
mess. Let's put it like that. 'Cause
no, no. May I interrupt, please?
I would
May,
yeah,
have to see what
no,
happened. What
may,
happened? Your
may,
thoughts. What
no,
happened?
no, no. May I interrupt, please?
Yes.
yes.
Excuse me. No, sister, your thoughts? No. With respect, that was not a bomb. No,
Okay,
you
tell
did
me, Lovelace,
amazing.
because I know she wasn't a bum with all that wisdom.
I know
It was
she,
just so
she.
funny. I laughed so much. Oh, Matthews had me laughing. They
Hmm.
were trying to call. I made a mistake and I showed phone numbers accidentally on the phone. Uh,
Okay.
it was just I was like, oh my God, I'll put some.
I was gonna come over, but I was working on I'm
It's
just
crazy.
really when I'm trying to put a template together, I keep seeing one little thing wrong with it. So I've been working on my channel template and it's perfect and
Oh,
I need to leave it alone.
uh
And
huh.
because I could have, walk you through, talk you through that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is so new to me, and so I had to go back in order to have this stream today. I
Mhm.
promised him, I said I'm gonna do it Wednesday. So today I said I'm gonna do this thing for real. So
Hmm.
I went out and did the boards and did all the errands and stuff. And when I
Mhm.
came back, I had to watch one of my videos that the very first one I did the last. Well, I think you was on that one too, Regina.
Yes.
Yeah, when I
Uh-huh.
did the first one on the stream yard,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
who else? And Matthews, and yeah, some of the earlier one of y'all was on there, right? So I had to go back and watch that. And when I watched it, then I remembered how to drop the drop the
The
link.
link.
So that was
Uh-huh.
so now I got the link dropped, but that's about as far as I got. So anyway,
Okay.
but
See, and
yeah,
it's a learning. Listen, it's a learning curve,
yeah,
right?
it's fun though. It's
When you
fun.
go from one step to the next,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
learning curve.
it is.
Always be kind to yourself, right?
I mean, yeah,
Always
but
be
I mean,
kind. Yeah.
I'm just out here, and I'm like, I'm like, how you say, a fish out of water. But once I learn how to swim, doggone it, you just watch. I mean, you just watch my backstroke. Once I learn how to swim,
Y-
watch my backstroke.
Yeah. Oh, not the backstroke.
Mhm.
But yeah, but I want to say, I want to say thank you again for your time,
Oh,
and
sure.
I'm gonna make sure I've got some more questions. I want to
Okay.
listen and give Miss Queen Regina some time if she wants to,
Okay.
ask some questions or add some conversation to it. But I'm
Yeah.
really proud of you. I
Well,
really
thank you
am
very much,
proud of you.
Lovelace. I appreciate your
Yeah,
support.
yeah, and it's a good thing. We need this in our community. We do.
Thank you.
We
Thank
really
you.
do. Yeah.
I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun. That's
There,
all that
and
matters.
that's right there. Have fun with it. Yeah. Have
Yeah.
fun
Thank
with
you.
it. Excuse me. All right, ladies. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna drop back down into the chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
nice
you.
hearing your
Okay.
voice,
Thank you.
Lovelace.
Ma'am.
I say nice hearing your voice.
Hey. We always and listen, I'm loving that cut. Come on now. Come on,
She
Q.
just keep it shorter. Look, I got these new glasses on. Look, I got to do this like this. Look, look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when I was taking pictures yesterday to update my channel banner,
Mhm.
and I've been so in love with my blonde for almost 20 years.
Oh wow, that's
And
a
I
long
like
time. So it's
this
hard to get
too,
used to. You get
I
used to
wish I
it.
would have
Yeah.
tried it sooner.
Yeah. That's cool. That's great. That's
Hmm.
good.
Thank
Did you
you.
drop down, Lovelace? Oh, that's
No,
me.
no,
Oh,
I
I thought.
wanted to say,
Oh,
no, you are right.
oh,
Excuse me. I wanted to add just one more thing and then I'm going to drop down. I wanted
sure.
to say to Queen Regina, thank you for introducing the natural pause.
Yes, I was getting ready to say that about the
Hmm.
natural pause
Yeah.
because you notice I practice it. Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. And I continuously use it. I don't do well all the time, but it definitely works. And I have definitely offered that suggestion to many,
What you mean
right?
when you? I'm sorry. What you mean by that when you said natural pause?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
but
Natural
wait.
pause.
I'm gonna drop. Wait, I'm gonna drop
Okay.
down. But I just wanted to say thank you. But yes, Queen Regina, thank you for introducing that. Sister Yo Thoughts, thank you for your time. I'm gonna
You're
drop back
welcome.
down so y'all can have the conversation so she can explain.
Okay.
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 Thank you,
Thank you.
ladies.
All
I
right. Thanks for
appreciate
coming
y'all.
up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I give you an example of a
Okay.
natural pause. It really helps with communication. When you
Hmm.
came on Kwame's panel, I think it was last week, and I mean
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
so
yeah. I think I did.
powerful. And then there was another person that kept interjecting. Even the panel just kept interjecting because they want to get it off, get their thoughts off.
Oh.
But you
Oh.
can't do that and hear
Mhm.
all of the opinions. And some people,
Mhm.
like with me, yes, I have a memory issue. So sometimes I used to interject because I lose
Right.
the thought. But I
I
had,
will too sometimes.
yeah,
You
to
know, you gotta say it.
write
Yeah.
down instead of
Mm-hmm.
cutting someone else off. Number one,
Oh
it
yeah.
leads to bad feelings. And some
Mm-hmm.
people get offended by that when I'm doing
Yes.
it because of my memory issue. And then some people do it for manipulative tactics.
Hmm.
So
That's
you allow
interesting.
someone to speak, write down your thoughts, and just let them hear it out and just
Yeah.
wait, just pause. You'll get your chance.
Yeah, but it is kind of hard sometimes
Mhm.
when if it's more as a lot of if you have a lot of people trying to have a conversation, it is
Yeah,
hard to hear one's point. So I
yeah.
understand what you're saying about
Because you
that.
did
Yeah.
great on the
Oh,
panel, and
thank
I just
you.
noticed you did say a couple times. Wait a minute, let me get it out. And it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
you.
Oh
It was
yeah. I
the other
remember.
people kept interjecting, and they had already been up there for hours. Like, I want to hear your thoughts. God damn.
Oh, they did. Oh, I didn't. It was crazy because I didn't know how long the panel was going on.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know because I was really just coming back in from being out, and so you know how you come back in and you get comfortable and you start clicking your little show on. So I clicked my little YouTube on, and I saw them on people on Kwame's panel, and I
Mhm.
heard what they were talking about. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good one." So here I am getting positioning myself to jump on. So I'm just waiting my turn because I had some stuff
A
to say
natural pause. Yeah.
on the
You
topic.
brought the house
So
down.
I didn't even know know how, so I didn't know how long the show was running or had been running.
Mhm.
And I was like just wanted to say something, but I enjoyed it.
Yes.
I enjoyed listening to different perspectives. I really do.
And some people was like, "Well, what's her channel? What's her channel?" Or is as if they was hearing you for the first time, and that's why
Oh
I'm
really?
glad
I
you're
didn't
more
pay no attention.
active Because you've been around. You just a strong sister. You don't play no shit. And you,
Well,
you know.
I must say I have a low tolerance for ignorance. And when I say ignorance, I'm saying I'm not calling anybody ignorant.
No.
I'm saying for people to not know and not want to know something.
Mhm.
It's the difference in somebody being ignorant and just enjoy being ignorant
Mhm.
versus somebody um, being ignorant and wanted to learn something. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I'm ignorant to a lot of stuff, and
Mhm.
I'm always open to listen and to learn something from somebody. And you don't have to have a PhD
No.
to teach me nothing, and you
Uh,
don't have to have
your
a
thoughts.
master's.
You are ignorant to some technology, but you are very wise.
Yes, yes,
Very
I am.
wise.
I'm very ignorant to some technology.
You
This
know, but
proves.
very wise to life. And
Thank you so much.
regardless of your technology issues, we still need your voice. Because I remember it saying in your chat, I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? And I have attempted to help you with the technology side of it.
Yes,
Mhm.
and see, and my thing, if and I'm the kind of person that if I want to do something
Oh,
and
you
it's
you
on my
determined.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, I will do it. I will focus on it. I'll make that my focus, and I won't stop
Mm-hmm.
until I get that completed. But that's why I don't like to commit myself to nothing until I'm fully 100% in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
When you
yeah,
on StreamYard, you doing the damn thing now. You doing
but
the
I did it
damn
the
thing.
first. But you remember, Regina, I did it the first time, and this is my second time doing it. And I was thinking that YouTube would be it's more easier than this, but now this don't look too bad now once that I'm in it. You
Mm-mm,
know,
it's
so
not
what you think is the best way to stream from? YouTube or
StreamYard because if you do it from YouTube, there is no link to drop. So you're like
oh
engaging solely through chats. I like
oh yeah,
StreamYard because you can drop a link and the audience can
and
chime
talk to
in.
people.
If
Yeah.
if you're just gonna do a live and you just
Hmm.
want to get out some information, you can do
Right.
that on YouTube.
Oh
And if
yeah.
you want to do what you're doing this morning, StreamYard is the only way. Not, I mean, streaming way, but there are some other streaming platforms where you can drop a link, but you can't drop a link with YouTube.
And see, that's something that's true. So I guess I'm gonna have to get more used to
Yeah.
StreamYard. But
Yes.
basically,
Yes.
we was basically I came on here like I said today to ask people that they could ask me anything any questions that they want to ask me, and if they had anything that they needed me to help them with simple daily life issues, because sometimes people find themselves with their back against the wall and feel like
Mhm.
they have no way out of it
Mhm.
circumstances. Wherein when you're in it, you really feel that way. But
Oh
when you when someone outside looking in, um, they can help you a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really came. That's why I came out here today. That's what the
Mhm.
purpose of the video was. I mean, the live stream is. Because I don't know when I'm gonna have time to really sit down and just take time to talk to people. And, but I'm gonna try to make it my business and start doing a little bit better with doing live
Right.
streams. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm a person. I'm an introvert, and I'm not a talker by nature. But when I'm passionate about something,
Mhm.
I get out of that natural, just don't want to be involved. And I'm really powerful when I'm winging it. It's just, I
Uh-huh.
didn't have to go rest because it's not my natural stance.
Right, right. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. But I am a talker. I am a talker. My
See,
mom would
I
be like,
know.
girl.
And
Your
people
mom be
don't
like,
believe
girl.
it, my queen, but I'm not. And sometimes it's overwhelming
Mhm.
because I know it's not my personality, but when I'm passionate or it's a very important subject, then I'm going to lay me aside. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me one moment, Queen. Someone said, um, can you do these in the evening? This is QT. Most of the time, just like I was telling Matthews, most of the time I be with my husband in the afternoon, and that I usually use that time for me to speak with him, and we catch up on what happened with us throughout the day. And if he have anything that he want to talk to me about, I kind of feel him and see how he's feeling and making sure he's smooth. I make sure my baby fed good. I make sure he got his chair and his remote control and he ran back with a nice cocktail. I try to make sure he good. And once he tucked in, then maybe I could do it if it's not gonna be too noisy because I won't, want a nice and
Right,
quiet.
right. And I mean, I have a friend, and if he pops over, and I like last night, I got an invitation to do a panel.
Mhm.
He just don't like for me to be on YouTube when he's at the house. Period.
Well, my husband don't care what I do. I
Yeah.
do that mostly for the out of respect for him, but because
Mhm.
he don't really care, because he one
Mhm.
thing about him, he's a zone in. After we get our conversation out, him and I are really, I told you we've been together so long. What
Mhm.
he like to watch, I don't like to watch. The stuff he like watching on television, I don't look at that kind of noise. I'm in my own zone. I like to take a bucket and I got a thing for your feet. I like to be doing my feet, soaking my dogs and have my pooches after I get my dog straight, fix me a cocktail, rear back and relax in my pajamas, and he be in another room. And he might say a couple of things hollering back to me. We communicate from different rooms because
Mhm.
his setup and my setup are different setups. I mean, it's like that. So, but I possibly could do one evening if I
Yeah.
schedule it, depending on
Yeah, yeah. You will have to be
so it's
scheduled.
not like I'm
Mhm.
not going to ever do it. It's just that I prefer to do this in the mornings all the way up until I say maybe about 4 o'clock in the evening. That's as far as I will push it.
Mhm.
To answer your question, QT. Sorry, QT. I just wanted to make sure I answered her. But yeah, I just like to have some time to be with my baby. And that's
Mhm.
a part of balance, baby. That's a part of
Oh
balance.
yes. Tell
That's
these young folks.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's about that balance. Do everything you got to do in the daytime, ladies and gentlemen. Do what y'all got to do. But when it's time for your partner or your husband or whatever you want to call it, it's time for them. Give them your complete attention, right? Until they say otherwise. And then you go about your way. That's what you do, right?
Yes, and I would like to add on to the reason why my friend doesn't um he doesn't like when I'm on YouTube and he's there because of what I've been through on YouTube, and he has to feel like a protector, and he's not going to get in no YouTube shit. And so that's when start hearing shit. Turn that shit off, and I turn that shit off.
Mhm.
No, so because he's not a social media person, and he's
Right.
not going to sit back and hear me engaged in some bullshit about me. You know.
Yeah, my husband is not a social media person either.
Mhm.
And actually, I tell you, my children are the ones that introduced me to coming on here on the YouTube because I had surgery. I had a surgery, and that's how I was healing from a surgery. That's how I ran across Kwame. And if they hadn't got me set up, I would have never been on this thing. I'd still be doing what I'm doing, but I'm glad that they did because
Yes.
I've met some very nice people in my chats and stuff. I mean, I've met some pretty cool people. So I haven't had a
Mhm.
bad experience, and I'm hoping not to have
Oh,
one.
you want? Yeah, you want. And you said something in the comment one day, and I knew you were strong because you said, "Kwame, I'm here, and I'll be here, and I don't care who come after me." Something to that. You said in the
Yeah,
comment
no,
section, and because once he gives you a platform or shouts you out, the haters come, and
I've been lucky so far, Virginia. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
cut
no,
you
no,
off, but I've
no,
been
go ahead.
lucky. I've been lucky so far. I think people,
I
for what I've been seeing, people have been pretty cool. I mean,
know.
people have been pretty cool. I believe you should treat people how
Mhm,
they treat you. If they treat me cool, I'm cool. I'm not
mhm.
I'm not cool. But if you cross me, then you act like a fool. Then,
And
but
I
I'm not.
think they hear that in your gut because they don't.
Oh,
And
for
because I think he
real.
said something, oh, your thoughts be but you said, hey, they can come if they want to. I'm good. And I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I am good. I mean, because it's like I'm here. Here's the thing.
mhm,
I've come in peace.
mhm,
I come to bring a piece of me to give freely,
mhm,
for whoever want to listen.
mhm,
Whoever don't want to listen, that's fine. It's okay. But who is listening, I'm coming to feed those who want to be fed. That's just what I'm saying.
mhm,
Um, and I come in peace. And again, but if If by any chance, if by any chance, because that's what I
All right,
done.
for Bishop.
But there goes that balance again, Virginia.
Right.
Everybody have a good and bad side.
Mhm,
Everybody have a good and bad side. You know, you could be pushed to your limit. Some people can be pushed to their limit faster
mhm,
than others. And I'm a fire. I'm fire. I'm a fire. I always say make something move. I'm a fire sign.
mhm,
So, but it takes a lot for me to get mad or upset.
mhm,
But when I do, it's like I'm the worst
mhm.
of my mother's children.
And I'm a
I really
Cancer,
am. And
you
I'm not
know.
proud of it. But you
Hey,
know,
it
so
is
that's
what
why
it
I
is.
try to be calm. I'm not proud of it.
It is
Let me,
what it is. Because I'm a Cancer. And that's why when I say I'm an introvert, I can go into my shell and never come out.
yeah.
But if I
Yeah.
need to use them claws to get you up off
Yeah, I
me,
try not to be that way. I know I try not to be like that. And I can remember a time. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. Y'all gonna trip off of this one. Okay, my oldest brother, y'all know he passed away a couple of months ago now, right? So I told you he come to the house every morning, had coffee and all that stuff like that. He go to work. When he get off from work, he stop by my house, okay? So this particular day, I was working at that time, excuse me. And I got off from work, came home, I had my children settled. They were still in school, got them settled, they did the homework and all that good stuff. And then I got comfortable. Next thing I know, here come bro, he coming to the house, my oldest brother. And he was the kind that he didn't never like no trouble or nothing because he was a calm, even guy. So he was trying to get along with everybody. He was like that. But he was getting off the job with this guy, and this guy did not pay him his money. He kept telling him he was gonna get him a check and give him money, but they used to pay cash instead of check. And so he came to my house and he was upset. And for my oldest brother to be upset, I'm thinking, whoa, somebody really is doing him dirty. So he said, he came to me. I told you he called me Gus Bus. He said, Gus Bus. He said, that man, he got over $800 of my money. He owed me $800. And he ain't giving my money. He keep on giving me excuses and how he ain't gonna give my money. And then he got to go to the bank. And this was like at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening during the winter time. Wintertime. It was raining and everything. And so that pissed me off. I was mad for my brother. I said, come on, let's go. Let's ride. I put on my shoes. I grabbed my keys. My brother jumped in. I had a truck at the time. My brother jumped in the truck with me. I drove to the man's house. Now I'm talking now. I'm my brother, just him and I. I drove to the man's house. When I got to the man's house, he was down in his driveway, sitting in his truck. I went like this. Here I am, the driveway is straight. I'm coming down his driveway, and the man sitting in his truck facing. So we face to face, just like this. Let me see if
mhm,
I can see it. I get out the truck. I told my brother, I said, "Don't you move." I said, "Better yet, let me back this truck up and put it on the city street instead of on the
mhm,
man's private property." My brother said, "What you gonna do, God? What you gonna do, God?" I said, "Don't you worry about it. Sit still." I backed that truck up and put it on the street. I got out the truck and I stood in the driveway and it was paved with rocks. I told him, I said, "Hey, nigga." And I did just like I'm telling you. He in the truck like he on the phone. He wouldn't move. I'm standing in front of his truck. I said, "Hey, nigga." And I looked at him. He's scared to get out of the truck. He on the phone. His wife comes to the front door of the house and she opens the door. And she said, "My husband's not at home right now. You're going to have to leave. I'm going to call the police." I said to her, "Your husband's, excuse me for cussing. I said, your
no,
husband in the motherfucking, I said, your husband in the motherfucking truck. Call the police and tell him to bring his ass here right now. And I'll be right here waiting for him."
mhm,
I went to my truck, got in the truck. My brother said, "Let's go, let's go, let's go, man, let's go." I said, no, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go. He gonna give you your money too. I
mhm,
said, I got back out the truck. I told that guy one more. I said, "Look," I said, "you got 5 seconds to give my brother his money, or it's gonna be some shit happening that you don't want to happen."
mhm,
That man got his ass out the truck. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a
mhm,
misunderstanding. I told him I was gonna give him a check." I said, "I don't have nothing to do with that. Give him his goddamn money and give it to him now. I'm gonna sit back in the goddamn truck. You tell your wife to continue to call the police because if you don't have his money before I leave, that's exactly who's gonna need to be here." I
mhm,
got right in the truck. Don't you know he peeled my brother that $800 off?
mhm,
$100 bills at a time. My brother got in the truck and we pulled off. And I went to my house
mhm.
and I drank and had a drink with my brother.
Amen, somebody. Yes. And
I don't play with
and
people. I don't play.
every now and then, especially, I'm not sure where you live, but I know in the South,
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother and my mother had to go and speak to these manly issues to get it
Yeah.
resolved.
Sometimes you have to.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That guy knew.
take
See,
no
see the
mess.
difference about me. What the guy did know about me by my
Mhm,
brother and him having a relationship is how calm and how helpful I am to people, and that's not
mhm,
me. And for
mhm,
my brother to come to me to tell me that somebody's trying to take the advantage of him after
mhm,
he had worked for his money.
mhm.
See, it'd be different if my brother was doing some tricky shit, but
Right,
he
right.
actually worked for his money. And at the end of that week, he expected to get
Mhm.
that money. Because number one, he owed me some of it. And he was gonna give me some of my so that's another reason why I had to be there. Because you gonna give him, because he gonna give me what he owed me. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I won't just going out of the way. I was going because you owe me too. You
Mhm.
see? Yeah, you were
Yeah.
gonna give me mine. So yeah. Yeah.
And
But
we
I like I
don't
said,
like
but I
the
do rather have peace. I'd rather have peace.
yeah, we don't like to get that way, but
Mhm,
it just
mhm.
every now and again, you just gotta let a nigga know.
You
Don't
see, and,
don't
and that's
don't bother
also
me.
that's also wasted energy. It's also
Yes.
unnecessary wasted energy because if you had better communication skills with one
Yes.
another, it would be better. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking somewhere in that it's a learning lesson too. Because
Mhm.
my husband told me after that happened, my husband told me, he asked me, he said, why did you do that? You could have gotten hurt. He
Mhm.
said, you wasn't thinking. You could have got hurt. You shouldn't have done that. He
Mhm.
said, you should have waited till I got here and then I would have went with my brother.
Mhm.
That's what he told me. And I thought about that thing and I said, you know, I really won't think it. But he was right about that. He was really right about that. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But sometimes we can go a little too fast and too far because I
Mhm.
should have waited. But then again, I might not have to wait. See, you
Yeah,
because
you can't.
my husband
You
could have
don't
went
gotta
there and something
weigh
could have
it
been even that
because
worse.
it
Yeah.
it worked, and you got your brother's money, and with
Yeah.
your he being your brother,
Mhm.
and not your husband's brother, it was more close to
Yeah, it was
you. You
yeah,
see what I'm
and they
saying?
just and my husband and them like brothers. They
Yeah.
were like brothers too. But yeah,
Mhm.
but it was like, but he
You
closer to me. It's like if
know?
you do something wrong to somebody in my family, you've done something wrong to me.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
how we used to feel that sometimes.
And your thoughts, and I know I am, and it sounds like you are. I will go to war when you're right. I
Oh
don't I
yeah,
don't
oh
jump
yeah.
on I don't go to war for everything because no, tell me your side. And if
Uh
your
huh.
side is wrong, then
Yes, exactly.
you
That's
gotta
right. That's
deal
right.
with consequences.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
And I
Yeah.
just felt like you knew your brother was being
Yes.
done wrong.
Yes, and that was another reason why I did that. That's like somebody teacher telling that your child did something that you know your child did not do. Now because you know your child so well, you know that they didn't do something wrong. That's sort of like the same thing. But you said I was looking at this comment. She said any books you would recommend? Yeah, I would recommend going to Amazon.com and get my books. I have books called Your Thoughts. I have books called Anna's Secret and you type in Yolanda Blunt, and that will be me. And
Mhm.
in it, if you go there to Amazon.com, and I'm telling you my name, I don't care. You can look me up. I don't told you I don't have bankruptcies. I don't have this. I don't even know. Go to Amazon.com and look up
Mhm.
Yolanda Blunt and type that in the chat, and you will see all of the books that I've written there, and they're available for purchase. Thank you very much. Uh
I
huh.
was surprised when you had said that, your thoughts, because I had no idea. Why on membership day you didn't speak about your book?
On membership day, what you mean membership day, Regina?
On Bus Life, he has a day where you can
Oh,
promote.
I've never thought because I did those books. I have wrote that stuff so long ago. I never thought to even I don't and I get checks in the mail from
Yeah,
it's all set up where I would get I get when checks in when they spit when they sell so many every time they sell I'll get my residuals. But
mhm.
I've never thought to mention it because I guess because I have not thought about this thing as making money off of it. or just
Well,
like with
I'm
Cash
saying
App,
the
somebody saying that.
knowledge, because I had no idea you was an author. I think you
Yep.
said, I know you, I found out you sing just by singing.
And
You
but I didn't think
know,
that was that to see. Yeah, but I do that around the house. I sing around the house, so I.
and
I
then
mean,
you can sing. And
thank
when you
you.
got up on the panel that day, you know, I bushwatch, and I just be finding out so many how talented you are.
Well, thank you, Regina. But I never thought to
Mhm.
go. See, the reason why I came up to Kwame's the first time was that
Mhm.
on that phone he dropped the link, and I think he had me on where you can see me on the thing or whatever. When I first came, I told you I have the surgery. I called him. When I told you that, okay, I had surgery. Let me slow down so y'all can understand because I do like this. So I had surgery because they found a size of a grapefruit cyst inside of my stomach, and they had to remove it. And that was this is going on third year now. And so I was at home, and the children set up the YouTube for me because they was like, "Mom, you need to do something. I'm gonna show you the TV because I don't like television. I don't watch television." And so they was like, "Well, Mama, you need to go to YouTube. I think you will like it." And I
Mhm.
had a Facebook page. They said, "But you should go to YouTube, Mama, you because it's more to look at, you right?" So they
Mhm.
set the YouTube thing up, and when they did, that's when I saw Kwame on the YouTube screen, and I
Mhm.
was like, he reminded me of my daddy. My
Mhm.
father's birthday was March the 20th.
Oh, here Pisces, your daddy.
Yep. My
Mhm.
brother-in-law, my sister's husband was March the 10th.
Mhm.
See, my husband's is March the 30th.
Mhm.
See, so he reminded me, and his mannerism, and my daddy was dark skinned. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I'm gonna put it on my thing
Mhm.
anyway. So he reminded me of him, especially with his cussing, because my daddy
Mhm.
was a good cusser. Oh, my
Mhm.
daddy was a no nonsense good cusser. So at the time that I tuned in, that boy was cussing, and I said, "Look at that boy cussing like that." I said, "I like that boy because he cussing." And he had something about talking about how we can help our community, and so that
Mhm.
was right down my alley. That was the topic. So I
Mhm.
popped on his channel to tell him about Swap More, a thing that I was going to be doing to swapping, with each
Mhm.
other. That's what I told him.
And you were saying
Mhm.
something about don't spend day, right?
Yes, and a don't
Yeah.
spend
Uh-huh.
day.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then no one to spend any money, especially our
Mhm.
black community, to keep money in our community. So,
Mhm.
so I was basically that's how I came in there.
Mhm.
You see,
Mhm.
so and I never thought, even though other people were advertising their stuff, I feel like it was more important for them to do it, and I'm not. I didn't need to do it. Not saying I'm rich. No, I'm not. But
Mhm.
less for me, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Mhm.
And I never thought to even talk about the books because I did them so many years ago, and so it really wasn't a thing for me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was information that I felt was very important for me as a black woman. You know what I'm saying? To
hmm
have all these accomplishments in different
yeah,
areas, writing for different. I think you said you wrote for people and stuff, right?
ghostwriter.
Yeah,
I
and
did
I'm just
ghost.
sitting here. This is awesome. You
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah, I do that because I mean, and I used to do it, especially when my children were small, because I had a 24-hour child care center. That I also had my own child care center.
Child care at my
Yeah.
house too. And
Uh-huh.
so I was impressed because of all the subjects in school, writing is my weakest. Now I can
Really? I
talk
like to
good,
sing.
but when I'm having to write professionally, I am intimidated by it. Now today there's a lot of apps that can help you, with
Uh-huh.
fragments and
Yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh.
having your subjects and verbs agree. Because I
Yeah.
write like I talk, you know.
I know
Uh,
what you said. But yeah, you have to take your time when you are writing. But for me, I'm always creating something anyway.
mhm,
Because I look at everything as being a story. Because life is a story.
mhm,
Everybody have a story that they could tell. Your life is a story. Like your real life is a story.
right. And I think
you
that's
know.
a hindrance for me because I do have a lot of stories, so I speak them, but I would like to write them into what I'm trying to say, a book that lives forever.
Oh yeah, you could
My
do that.
words, when I say them briefly, I want people to refer back to what I'm saying. And
Mhm,
I'm just really hard on myself. Like I
mhm.
know what I'm trying to say, And then
Right.
I get hung up because I'm not that good of a writer, and I need to stop, then just put it out and then go from there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
because because sometimes you have to make many drafts in order to get it to where you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But really the best thing to do is to write it how you're thinking about it first. The way you just like you know how it come to you.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're thinking about it first, whatever you want to write. Start writing that away first,
Okay.
right? And then once you write that way, then you'll go back and read what you wrote. Then you
Mm-hmm.
can start making your corrections. And
Mm-hmm.
you can nail it down to make it more specific to what you're really trying to relate. You
Okay.
see? Then
Mm-hmm.
if you have to add in anything, it'll be easier to build from that outlay. You
Okay.
see? That's
Yeah.
the best way to do that. So
Because
that way, because if you don't, you're gonna wind up with a trash can full of papers because you're gonna keep on scribbling through and
right,
changing and
you
changing.
know, and I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
oh, the first draft got to be perfect, and that's a thing with me. And
Uh-huh.
I don't have to. It doesn't have to be
No.
what you call that the format of writing, the
Yeah, no.
profession. It
Right.
doesn't have to be that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start recording myself
Oh yeah,
because
you can do that
yeah,
too. You can make
and,
you would be good. You could make a
and
you could make audio books and stuff
right.
too.
Hmm.
That would be
And,
easy
and as
too.
I said, I can fall back on that instead of not saying
Mhm.
anything, you
Yeah.
know. And
Uh-huh.
with the audio, you can put your audio, and there's apps to write what you
Yeah, and
see.
you do. But
Mhm.
you know, to me, I was gonna say something, dang, but you know,
I'm
I missed
sorry.
the thought. No, it's not you. It's
Okay.
I was looking at the chat and I was gonna say something about the audio. Doggone it. Oh, well, you know, when you're writing, they have it's different forms that will help format your stuff for you. You know
Okay.
that they have different programs and stuff like that that can help you too after
Oh,
you
I
write down.
didn't know that. And I need
Oh,
to stop thinking I need to know this when there's apps out here
yeah,
that can
yeah, yeah.
help
That's
me,
it. No,
you
yeah, you can take
know?
that stress off of you. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
have different things that you can use, different apps, just like that. I guess they have for these different types of streams.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the same with and it will help you. But
Okay.
basically, you need to have a story that's going to be interesting, a story that's going to keep people wanting to go, keep reading. But if it's your story, you know how you know how your story is. You can make it good. But
Mhm.
it's fun. I like writing.
And
I
what
can do
your
that.
books are about again? Your thoughts?
Okay, one of my books is Anna C. The first book is Your Thoughts is a book of poetry. I wrote
Mhm.
poetry first.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then the second book, and I got it in Spanish too. I have the books are in Spanish. They written, yep, you can purchase them in Spanish or English, either one. And that
Mhm.
was before it became popular to transfer your books over to Spanish or English. So all of them. Anna Secrets is a book loosely based on my aunt. One of
Mhm.
my aunts was my dad's baby sister. She was a drug addict,
Mhm.
and it's talking about her story and the things that she used to do to obtain drugs. But it's a whole story about it though. It's not just she show you how she moves out, a young girl moving out into a new place, and she
Mhm.
goes through a whole lot of different changes in life. You get to see all this stuff, but I don't want to tell you too much because it's just that juicy. It's a page turner.
Right.
It's a page turner. It really
Mhm.
is. It is an easy read, and I'm not sure how many pages. I can't remember how many pages, but it's not real thick. All of those books are easy reads. The other book is Won't He Do It? It's
Mhm.
about a young woman where it was a family, a mom, a dad, and two children. The father passes away, and one of the family members they had to move into an apartment complex where they would have neighbors and stuff, and they wind up hitting the lottery, coming in with a lot of money, and that's how that family. And it's going to show you some stuff that happened with that family. So
Mhm.
it's really you gotta see it. It's a good
Now,
read.
are you a natural writer, or did you have to learn the techniques of writing?
I'm natural, straight up
Okay.
natural.
Wow. Wow.
I just wrote a book. I just took a pencil and paper, the legal pads, and I
Mhm.
could just write. I could just write something. I could just write something out, and I just wrote it. And every day I would just write something more to it to add to the story. I would stop when I get tired, and I think of the characters that I want to put in there. I think about who I want to put. I tell you how they look and all of that. And I came up with the character Grandma Gussie Wright. I I told you as a lady, I made up a character and I fooled my own mama. I told you that. Did I tell y'all that before?
I can't remember that story.
I
Yeah.
fooled. Well, what I did was, what's going on here? Somebody said, what's going on here? Somebody said, what's going on here? Me and Queen Regina's I can drop the link again. We're having a conversation. If anybody want to come, just let me know. But let me tell her about, Regina tell you, her about this. Regina, is that you? People just asking all kinds of questions in here. And I'm not
Yeah,
even saying
and that's why I was reluctant, and I watched you from the bushes because you didn't really know me, and I didn't know you, and
okay.
I didn't want to bring no drama to your channel because
Well,
it's
yeah,
not me. It's just I defend me fiercely.
well, I mean, but we're having a good conversation.
Yes,
We're
we
on a
are,
two-on
and so
talking. Ain't
yeah,
nothing wrong. I'm good. I'm good. I'm sure
okay,
everybody else is too. She said, "No, please tell me that story." Okay, so let me tell
yes.
you the
Got
story.
your
Okay,
mom.
listen. So what happened was, y'all, I thought y'all knew that. I wanted to. Okay, so this was This what
Okay.
happened. So y'all know I'm doing the writing and stuff. One day, I decided to dress up as an old lady, and this was about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And so I wanted to see if I could go out as a character and people will respect me as that character. And I wanted to call her Grandma Gussie Wright. My
Mhm.
father nicknamed me Gussie because he said I always act like an old lady because I was so intelligent. I was so
Mhm.
smart for my age. He was like, I had like old lady because I didn't go play with the children and stuff. I wanted to hear what grown folks had to say. So he called me
Mhm.
Gussie. So I named the character Grandma Gussie Wright. I put on all this different kind of makeup. I made my wrinkles in my forehead and all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post it on my community wall after this live stream so you can see how she looked.
Okay.
And I dressed up in an old church uniform and stuff. And I went out here to the supermarkets. And so I told my daughter, come ride with me. Before I did that, I went to my mama's house without my daughter. I went to her house. I knocked on her door. She opened the door. And when she opened the door, she said, well, my mama opened the door. Yeah, she was like, I said, hey, ma'am. I said, oh, let me change my glasses. Looks how I look.
Mhm. Mhm.
I said, hey, hello, hey, ma'am. Uh, you know, I just want to know, do you have a cup of sugar I can borrow? I don't want it but a little bit. All I need is a little bit. I just need a little bit for my coffee. My mama said, oh no, ma'am. She was pulling the door screen. Oh man, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't have anything. And I was pulling her, and I pulled the screen. I said, now why you want to do that to me? I just live right around the corner. I just moved into the apartment down the street. All I want is just a little bit of your coffee. And I promise you I won't come back no more. That's what I did to my mama. And my mama said, I'm sorry, ma'am. And my brother came to the door. My oldest brother that passed away. He came to the door and he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but she don't want you to give you nothing. And he put it, and I did like that. I said, open the goddamn door, boy. And it was, and I had a wig and everything. And
That's so good. That
it was like,
character.
yeah, it was like, dude, my mama never said like, God damn it, because I was, I fooled my own mama. And she'll tell you that I fooled her. I fooled her.
Mhm.
I fooled her and my
So it
brother. It was
sounds like
broad
you can
daylight.
even do plays yourself and perform.
Yeah, I did do that. I even went down to I went down to a liquor store dressed as the same character, and I took my daughter with me. And I told her, I said, "Come on, right?" She said, "Mom, I don't want to go with you." I said, "Come on here, gal." I had to pick her up anyway, so I took her to the liquor store, and we went into the liquor store. She had to stand on outside because she was too young to go in. And as I was going in, I was shuffling. I was shuffling in the liquor store and dressed as grandma, right, and everything. And I went up in there and I purchased a little bottle. And before I could purchase the bottle, a man bought the bottle for me. He said, "Man, can I help you, ma'am?" I said, I dumped my purse and stuff all on the counter and stuff, trying to get the change out. And they were helping me like I was an old lady. I went into the dollar store with my daughter. I went up there, put a whole bunch of stuff on the counter, double the purse, and I said, "Hey, sugar, can you ride? Can you give me that?" Oh, wait a minute now. And, I was looking for some poly grip. Because, top of my teeth. I need to get that glue to go on top of my teeth, and I need some poly grip. Y'all got enough in the store. And I did all that kind of stuff. My daughter was so embarrassed. Yeah, I can do characters too.
Wow. Yes, ma'am. That is exciting information. And and I do karaoke and it's
You do?
therapeutic. Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
you do
I
care.
don't care if it's good or bad. It's what makes
It's fun.
me happy, and it is fun. But I can do it too, you know.
Uh,
But
yeah.
it's a karaoke, and what you just did is a
Mhm.
way of building confidence.
It's a stress reliever too to change.
Yes,
You
you
know,
just don't care about what
emotions.
nobody think, and it's fun. You don't have to
Uh-huh.
sound like Aretha to sing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
never
Oh no.
love.
Oh no. You don't have. You can
The
sing.
way I
You can
love.
sing. Aretha Franklin. That's who you can sing. You got your own
Yes,
stuff.
natural woman. I ain't trying to be Aretha. I'm just want to sing those words because I love them words, you know, in the song.
Okay. Let
Yes.
me. She
So
said. She told me to stroll back up to. I put this question on. She said stroll back up to. What's her name? Selena. Selena question. Ooh, I'm
yes,
sorry, y'all. I'm so busy just talking.
about submission in marriage.
Where she say? Let's see. Where is that? Can you see it too, Regina? I want to see. So I want to
Selena,
make sure.
can you make another comment? Because you
Yeah.
know I know I don't read comments when I'm on panels. I can't because of my memory. So
I have to try. I gotta learn how to go back and forth where I won't
yes.
miss nobody. Excuse me, stroll back to Selena's. Okay, stroll back more when you get a chance. Okay, so let me see. She welcome. Dang, I'm so busy running my mouth. I'm so busy talking to Regina. I like, because I give. That's why I pay attention to people because I look at facial expressions and everything, and so I make sure I give a person my undivided attention when I'm talking to them in life, in real
Yes.
life. So it's hard to go back and forth with 50 people when I'm talking to somebody face to face because I want to give you that undivided attention. But I guess you have to do better than that when you're trying to do the live stream. That's not how that works. Okay. She said, I'm going up, Selena. Did you do any more? She said, great question. Okay, let's see. And your thoughts. Okay, here it is. And your thoughts. Let me see if I put it up here. Okay, your thoughts. How can you be submissive to a husband and not lose yourself in the progress? Oh, that is a very good question. Lord, I'm mercy. Forgive me, first of all, Selena, for overlooking the question. It's easy to do when you realize that only you can make you happy. You don't get lost in another person. See, and being submissive to a person is not really. They call that word submission, but to me, it's being kind. It's being it's being warm. It's being loving. It's showing a person how much you appreciate them for being just who they are, simply being who they are. I'm not submitted to anything. I'm just appreciative of you just being you and you being my man. And I want to take care of you and nurture you, just like I would nurture my children. I want to nurture you. I'm just showing my love for you. So see, it's the way you look at a thing. And once I know that he understands and he gets that from me every day, every day. I don't miss no days because I want you to know how I feel about you. See? You get that from me every day. I'm not smothering you, but after you get that, then it's like, okay, we know where we stand. Now let your folks going on back in. I'm going on back in. I'm gonna kick back in my chair. I'm gonna listen to the type of music I want to listen to. I'm gonna look at my shows that I want to look at on YouTube. I might write some more. I want to cuddle with my pooches. I might want to talk on the phone to a girlfriend. But see, you still satisfied because you're doing what you want to do in your space. See, and we know where each other are. So you're not losing yourself because I know that only I can make me happy. I
Right.
can't put happiness into that man or
Mhm.
to another person. See, so that's how I won't lose myself in him because I'm not in him. You
Mhm.
see, I'm not in him. You get it? I hope that made sense. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. Also.
You
Mhm.
agree? Yeah. You see, I think a lot of us get caught up in thinking that the demand that I thinking that we get caught up in letting other people take care which would not take care of us, but we get caught up into looking for happiness in that person, into
Mhm.
someone else instead of into ourselves. You know, we really do get caught up in doing that. So some of us get mad, some of us women get mad when a man on Sunday watch the football game and don't pay them no attention. Well, my thing is, if you know that Sunday that they're gonna be watching football, why don't you find you something to do? That's his leisure. It's
Yeah.
not his fault that you don't like football. What do you like to do? Why don't you find something to do on Sunday or whatever day that football game is coming on that you like to do with your friends or something? It's
Mhm.
still okay. And if he's the kind of man that don't want you to go out the house and all this other stuff, then you got some bigger issues. But I'm
Right.
talking about, see, that's bigger issues if you got to be at home watching football because you can't go to West. He might get mad or something. See, that's a different issue.
Mhm.
But I'm saying if the man is generally cool or whatever, and he want to watch the football game, and you don't like football, don't get mad at him. Just find something for yourself to do. You know, that's what I think.
I agree.
Well, I've been on here, Virginia, for a while, haven't I? How long I've been on here? Lord, look, I almost been on here 2 hours. But I
Oh
got to,
yeah.
but I enjoyed talking to you. I really did. It was a very nice conversation. I
Yes,
enjoyed
it
talking to
was.
Lovelace. I enjoyed talking to Matthews. And y'all, please forgive me in the chat if I have not answered. Let's see what she said. And when you give it, then that man will love you. But oh yes, that's right, Valentino. They will. You know, everybody want to be acknowledged. Everybody want to be acknowledged and feel appreciated. You know, male and female. Everybody want to feel like that they matter in your life. They want to feel wanted and needed. But you can't smother a person. And I ain't saying roll out the red carpet 24/7. I'm talking about every day you're supposed to let somebody know how you feel about them. See? You're just supposed to let a person know how you feel about them. And it might not be the way I do it. Your person might like it another kind of way. You can might call them on the telephone and say, hey baby, how you doing today? Just want to check in, let you know I love you. Somebody else might want to bring somebody some lunch at work or something like that. It's just different ways. You just got to know your partner, you know? What you
Mhm.
think?
I think I agree with that. And I'm going to take a natural pause so you can interact more with your audience, and I'll be in the chat. You're doing a great job, is what I'm saying. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. She
So,
said submission doesn't mean control. That's right, Valentina. You're right about that. Submission doesn't mean control. Selena, I'm glad you think this was great. It was nice having you over too. I'm so glad y'all came. And I don't care if I don't have 1,000 people in the chat and all. I like little small groups and small settings. Regina, you just dropped down? Oh, I must have lost Regina. Well, I really enjoyed you, Regina. I think she must have dropped down. I don't think I did that. That was definitely an accident. I'm so busy looking at the chat. But anyway, y'all, I've been on here for 2 hours now, 2 hours and 1 minute. Thank you guys so much for participating in this live stream. I had fun, and it didn't turn out what it kind of turned out. I thought I was gonna be answering more of your questions, but it seems like I've been talking more about me. Oh, but anyway, I hope we all had got something out of it, some kind of mutual understanding or benefit from me coming on. But I'm not sure how when I'm going to do it again, but I can just say get ready, get ready, get ready, because here come your thoughts. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful evening and be safe and kind to one another, okay? And most importantly, make something move in your life and stay balanced, okay? I'm getting ready to go now. Peace and thanks again, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, I think